It's been a fucking ridiculous few days for me, because I can't just have normal days anymore, can I? I'm not allowed those. So what's been happening the last few days? Well, look, I did a stream, and I said on that stream that eventually, I'm going to sort of phase esports out of my life because it's fucking shit now. We exist in a time where, all the worst people have kind of come in and took over esports, and we'll talk a little bit about what I mean by that tonight. People think when I said all the cancers have metastasized, people were going, he's the cancer because cancer to him means Overwatch fans. No, you're not a cancer that's going to kill esports. You're just fucking losers with foot fetishes. It's like you don't have the capacity to cause any sort of long-term harm to the industry. You're just on the intellectual scrap heap at fucking 17, and whatever, like, good luck, I guess. Enjoy you, and what I'm sure is going to be a very long and fulfilling life for you. Just know, when I was your age, I was in a house. I would never dare be like that, but that's fine. Generations change, I guess. So what happened was I did that stream. A Reddit thread goes up saying I'm leaving by the numbers, because that's the big thing that I'm doing. I'm definitely 100% out of by the numbers. So 360 hate comments in that, people DMing me and, abusive messages and everything else. Then there was another one specific to the stream saying, oh, Richard Lewis is 100% going to, just poof out of existence of esports. And so Reddit thread on that, 360 hate comments on that. And then there was another thread about it. And then esports.co.uk, which is a website that for some reason just seems to have the worst people below, just losers, just an enclave of losers just seems to follow that account. And they did a post saying, yeah, Richard Lewis is quitting, he's going to poof 100% of existence out of esports. Things I never said, of course, because, why quote me accurately? Why would anyone do that? And so then I had it on Twitter. I had it on Twitter for 2 days, 2 whole days of just getting spammed on Twitter. People trying to hack my socials again, because for some reason saying I want to quit esports means that you have to try and hack my Twitter, hack my email, hack my Facebook. That makes sense that you have to do that. And I'm going to go a little bit into the haters, because usually what happens is I get kind of depressed about it. It's like, fuck me, why are all these people doing all this stuff when all I'm trying to do is just create content, get on with my life. I haven't really done anything that I consider to be any particular great evil. And basically, all criticism about me just comes back to, you tweeted some things I didn't like. Okay, cool. That's it, really, in a nutshell. The loader thing, that's self-defense. The Babam thing, objectively didn't happen. The you drove a Redditor to suicide thing, that was a honey trap almost certainly set by the Reddit moderators. Completely not true. Not that that person even had said they were suicidal at the time. They went and edited that back in retroactively to make me look bad. And I've got proof of that, and there's a video that proves that. But for the same 10 years, the same 6 lies over and over, ad infinitum. And it's just all garbage and boring, and I'm just sort of insulated against it now. And what I wanted to do is I'm just going to show you sort of how pathetic the haters are, just to give you an idea, just so you can get an idea into how kind of these people are fucking tragic. They are absolute tragic losers. It's I can't even find it in my body anymore to kind of hate them. It's just, all I'm going to do is I'm going to compare and contrast the haters to the lovers, and you'll see why it's just not going to get on top of me anymore. Because honestly, the prevailing comment that came after the esports.co.uk article was, rip Bozo. That was it. That was literally hundreds and hundreds of times, rip Bozo. Now, there is one hater. Well, there was two. Two accused me of homophobia, transphobia, and misogyny without any evidence. One said I'd done all of those things on Twitter, but then couldn't produce a single piece of evidence. I can't link you the tweets because the individual posts thirst trap pictures, which will be against TOS, but you can go and find them. I replied to them, and absolutely has no evidence of this. When I get settled and situated in the States, I'll probably do what I usually do with all of these and just pass it on to my legal guys, and because there's certain allegations I'm never going to let stick, and I'm always going to challenge if they come up. There was another guy who had thousands of followers, apparently as a broadcaster in the space, and was saying I had vocally pushed back against progressive change in esports, which just seems a really weird allegation to make up. Because if you look at my body of work, actually quite the opposite is true. There's a number of videos, a number of articles, all encouraging progressive change in esports, and I've never vocally challenged progressive change in esports. I can only think he's doing that thing where he conflates other people saying stuff with me. I must have said it, but of course I never vocally challenged progressive, changes in the esports space at all. So made him retract his statements, and this was the first one. I had somebody pretend that they've met me. They're protected right now. They've done that classic cowardly thing of they said they'd met me and that I was racist or something in front of them, and that they definitely know me and they know all my friends. And then they went protected because I said these are lies and you should probably think about what you're telling them. Now I know that this individual has had a relationship with somebody I know, and they're a psycho essentially. So I think they're directing some of that onto me now, and I don't know why, because I've never met them. I've never had drinks with them. Their proof of having met me was that they named an event that I was at and said that they were drinking at the same place I was, which, as you know, that's not the same as meeting somebody, is it? That's simply not the same thing. That's like saying I've met the entire Newcastle football team because I used to go out drinking in C nightclub where they had the sweets every weekend. So really weird to deal with all of that, and then the Rip Bozo, Pack Watch, good riddance, best thing he's ever done for esports. Let's go W Zoomer squad. And as I said, I can't really even get annoyed at that, because if you communicate in that way at that age, you're mentally deficient, and so. Where does your life end up? You're probably going to bump into me in the store and you're going to help me get something off a shelf, and that's it really, isn't it? So, I guess have the W, as you say, not a problem. Let me just show you. I'll do you a little exercise here just to give you an idea. I have a lot of, serial haters on Reddit, and there's this thing you can do. It's called redditmetis.com, and what you can do is you can look up things about these, individuals, and you can see their word cloud of what it is that they talk about all the time. And so this guy is a guy who stalked me for like years on Reddit, and it's like I say, this is just to give you an idea of how fucking mental these people are, the haters. And so anyway, this is a guy who has basically, it's really tragic. They're clearly mentally disturbed. They believe that there are, quote, alt-right incels everywhere. I'm one of them. I'm an alt-right incel. I'm the leader of the alt-right incels in esports, apparently. And this person posts about it all of the time. They post about it all of the time, endlessly, and you can just see that from the word salad. This is the classic Mike Rice Vampire Hunter. Now again, I'm going to show you these people and show you how broken they are mentally. And just remember, if you see these people posting stuff, like, you do have a responsibility to fucking make sure that the lunacy that's being propagated doesn't propagate. Now you can see on his word salad here, if you scroll down, one of his most popular words is Thorin and Flashpoint, and you'll be able to see here as well. There's like other, you can see CSPPA, Thorin, big there. Thorin's a big one. I'm in here, but I'm not as big. Where am I? Where's Richard Lewis? There's definitely a Richard Lewis. I'm in there, along with the word incel, and you're just like, wow, it's pretty sad that this is an individual, posting on Reddit. They're from Oregon, based on their posting history, according to this website. We all know what Portland, Oregon's like. Say no more, right? You know what I mean? It's really, really sad that these are the type of people that you have to deal with. I went through and got out some of the best ones, some of the best haters, just so you can see the grand tragedy in all of it. This is another one. This is a one who is trying to, they're pretending to be me, or they were pretending to be me. You go down here, you can go to their word salad. there I am. There's Richard. Mentally is in there as well. Mentally ill. Betting, esports, crypto, Discord. This was Lewis. This guy was mad. He posted on when he accused Arlu of this here. So Thorin did a reflection with Arlu. This is just, by the way, the mods just let these people exist. Thorin did a reflections with Arlu, and he said, does he reflect on the sexual assault allegations, or did esports biggest insider not ask about them? Well, there are no sexual assault allegations made towards Arlu, and this comment was allowed to just sit there. You know what I mean? And so after that, I think they abandoned the account because they'd made a fool of themselves. But, you can see, obsessed with me. What else have we got? This guy is an evil genius's stan. And is obsessed with this is Black Dogs _22, just obsessed with me. Literally replied to every episode of By the Numbers with like some hate comment. Still throws in occasional like just hate comments about me, just making up shit. And you can see, obviously, gonna go out on a limb here and say that this person, is just a bit of a fucking nerd, just an absolute nerdlinger. Posts in Today I Learned, Dwarf Fortress, Internet is Beautiful, mildly interesting, funny ragdoll posts, talks about programming. Yeah, I'm just going to say you're one of those people who's just like madly obsessed with your team, and I've been mega critical of EG, and because you're a stan, your life's a fucking mess. You can't handle people speaking out against it. Again, just allowed to, post freely. No issues there. What else? I did pick out some of the other freaks. What about this one? Oh yeah, this guy. This guy said it's good By the Numbers would be ending. It isn't, I don't think. I just won't be on it. This guy said it's good because they've got the HLTV podcast, which is 100 times better. And then you look at where this guy posts. Debate vaccines, coronavirus circle jerk. So a nice little anti-vaxxer hater there. Always good. Great audience they've built up for themselves. Croatian anti-vaxxers there. That was good. What about this guy as well? Why did I do this one? I don't even remember why I did this one. For those that are curious, I had my 5G installed. It's probably safe to talk about the vaccines now, is it? Yeah, I had mine. Yeah, I got mine. Yeah, I have to. I want to travel, so I had to do it. So there you go. I also have had COVID, so I'm 5G. I'm on 6G. Deal with it. Oh yeah. Here you go. This is a guy. He seems to be a 3 Clicks Philip stan called Dastardly Don. This is pretty weird. This guy definitely likes to post about me a lot. You will see on the word salads, Richard. You can see there. See little Richard. Woo! You see little Richard there. And there's RL as well. RL is a word, so he uses RL and Richard interchangeably, along with incel, integrity. I wonder what video he's endlessly talking about. And so he's one of the people that just posts all the time, just spreading lies about things that, again, objectively never happened. You harassed my favourite content creator for days on Twitter. Yeah, definitely did. Never even added him. Yeah, that was a real thing that definitely happened. So look, you can see when it comes to haters, they're not sending their best, are they? They're not sending their best. So between that, the people that are pretending to meet me so they can say I'm racist and then go protected because they're lying and I'm probably going to sue them or something, and the people accusing me of being, again, anti-LGBT, despite being in that alphabet group, because again, bisexual guy, it's kind of it's all been a bit weird. They're not a very high caliber of hater, unfortunately. Meanwhile, I got sent from about industry people. I got sent like hundreds of messages saying, "Oh, like it's sad to see you go" and all that. I had to send like a little automated message out to all the people who DM'd me that day, basically saying, "Listen, I'm still going to complete my work. I'm still going to be doing streams. I'm still going to be doing some podcasts. I'm still going to be writing articles. I'm still going to honor my contract with Deserto. I'm probably going to make a documentary, and I'm probably going to write a book, and I'm still going to be doing the lectures. So, an esports retirement essentially to me just means being less forward facing than I have been. But I got a ton of positive messages. I never really go into the wholesome mailbox of Richard Lewis, but I got loads of positive messages. Like, the positive messages way outweighed the hate this time. The hate was pathetic. It's a loser with an anime avatar saying rip Bozo about someone they never know. Let's be real, you've never read my article. You're not mentally equipped enough. You cannot do that. So you're just joining in a fucking circle jerk like all of the other fucking idiots that DM me and go, block me so I can be in the FGC. Block me so I can be in Overwatch. Block me so I can be in Rocket League. And it's like, guys, this is your life. This is like your one go around. Like, it's in a blink of an eye, you're going to be 30 years old and the future's going to be behind you. And from that point onwards, it's always going to be behind you. It's always going to be behind you. So if you want to waste your time attaching yourself to these like little fucked up online communities that aren't communities at all, full of total strangers behind fake names, everyone catfishing one another, no honesty, no support groups. If you want to do that, and if you need to make me part of that experience, your contrivance of who I actually am, like, definitely do that, whatever makes you happy. But no, you are absolutely wasting your life. No, you are wasting your life, and you shouldn't waste your life, especially your youth, because your youth is a gift. It's when you're at your physical peak. It's when all you get to experience stuff all for the first time. And you're forgiving your mistakes and your transgressions. And even if you make ones that you cannot be forgiven for, it's never too late to turn your life around. Your youth is a gift. And if you waste it on shit like this, you will definitely regret it. So let's go into some of the positive letters I had. I won't name any of the names because my fans have to live in secret. Okay, this is a long one. I'm well aware that this website is at times a relentless stream of abuse and hatred for you, so I understand if you never read this. You are and have been the purest, most diligent and caring member of the esports scene, and I will forever be grateful for all you have given to a space which provided me with countless hours of joy. You don't need a random like me to tell you how accomplished a journalist you are. You already know you are the greatest. I've watched all of your content since the Trash Talk days, and regretfully have never been in a position to financially support your content beyond a few Twitch subs and a t-shirt. But that doesn't mean I don't appreciate all you have done. I think it sounds like a good idea to step back from esports at this time for you. You've given so much for so long and got so little in return. We never have deserved you or your passion. I hope you will look back fondly on all that you have achieved and the many other figures in the space who cite you as a mentor and an inspiration. Indeed, that's accurate. That's how I view my children. They are my children, my esports children. For me personally, your content, where you talk so candidly about sexuality, was a massive boost in helping me have the confidence to come out to my mother, and she was supportive. In fact, I walked straight downstairs from watching your talk, and I said it there and then. All the love to you in the world, and I will support you always. So there you go. The homophobe, the homophobe, the guy that you can't put a pride flag next to, actively encouraging people to talk about their sexuality and come out to their parents and don't live in fear and shame. Pretty fucking wholesome, right? Enjoy that. That's the type of fan I have, and I never talk about it. We do this thing, narcissists. I guess, I am one on some level. You do this thing where you tunnel in on the hate and you spend so much time trying to win over the haters, which is impossible to do, that you don't pay attention to the people you've had genuine positive impact on. So I'm not going to do that. It's disrespectful to the people that support you the most. Let me see what else have we got here. Here we go. This is another good one, another wholesome one. I came across your channel when I was a sophomore in high school. I listened to your Phantom Lord story on the RLS because a friend recommended it to me on Apple Podcasts while I was at band camp. I remember it very well, and all of your work in the following years went on to inspire me to become a journalist. I just want to reiterate that you truly are an inspiration for me. I went to college, I majored in journalism, and I graduated in May. I'm 3 weeks into a reporter position at my local TV station. I'm only on this path today because of you, and it's because of your shows that I chose to become a journalist and to get to do a job that so far I really enjoy. I don't know if you'll read this, but thank you. Thanks for being yourself. Thanks for not being afraid to speak your mind. kind, for not bowing down to mobs, and for being a strong role model in your own special way. I'm sad you're going away, but not all good things last. I guess what I want you to know is that even outside of esports, you can still make a difference just by being who you are. You made a difference in my life that I can't convey in a Twitter DM. Thank you so much. That's a nice letter, isn't it? Nice thing to get. What else? Another one. I'm just going through them all. It's a really long one. Apologies for this message out of nowhere. But after watching your clip announcing the BTN stuff and a potential departure from esports, I just wanted to say a little something. I've never engaged in your Discord community or anything like that. I've never donated money because I have a rough economic life. I apologize for that. Maybe one day I'll fix it. Regardless, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I want to thank you for everything you've done, not only for esports, but for me on a personal level. Even though it might sound weird that I, a 27-year-old man, look up to someone, I've genuinely looked up to you as a prime example for what a man should be. Your code of morals and the lengths you go to for the right thing is admirable. I've reevaluated my life and tried to act as a person with more integrity in the last few years due to it, and I'm proud of myself these days, and I have you to thank for that, mate. I'll be following if you do keep doing YouTube after this. If not, that's a shame for me, but I think what's most important is your well-being. Which is why, sad as it is, I think you're making the right choice. I don't mean for that to come off as preachy. I'm just happy for you. As someone who's never met you, but has admired you as a human being for a long time, thank you for everything. You're the greatest man I've ever had the pleasure of experiencing. I realise that you probably don't feel that way about yourself, but I want to let you know just how much you've meant to me, and I hope that'll cheer you up on a dark day or something. Thank you, a fan from Sweden. So appreciate that. Hey, Rich. I watched your announcement of you quitting esports, and I felt like I needed to message you, even though I'm just a random viewer fan. I love it. You can always tell the self-aware people because they always preface it like that. And you're the people I don't just think of as like viewers and fans and just anything. You know, it's like it's the other people, it's the plebs that send you a message like, you know, why haven't you created content that I like? You know, those people. So don't worry about that. Anyway, I'm happy that you are moving on from something that has caused and is causing you so much stress, even though I loved hearing your esports takes. But it's very hard to hear your feelings about how you have given so much to make esports a great place away from mainstream corruption, and how it feels like you personally have failed with how shit everything ended up. Listening to you talk about that just made me want to reach out, even though I know you may never read this. I've listened to you for years now, and I want to let you know you've made an impact on me beyond just making enjoyable content. The way you talk about how you look after friends and loved ones has actually made me look at the ways I've treated my friends and the way they've treated me for the better. I've always lost friends by letting them slip away and losing contact, but hearing you talk about how you remember your friends that reached out to you during your hard times and how you will always remember that has made me look at the ways I haven't done that in the past and how important it is I be better at doing these things moving forward. That's the main reason I wanted to send you this. I normally wouldn't, but there is that small chance you read this and see that your content and wisdom does make an impact on people, and I don't want you to forget that. Anyway, I hope you find something that makes you happy, and if that involves any sort of content creation, I will certainly be there to watch. Take it easy. So there you go, you know, and listen, just loads. I'm not even exaggerating. I probably got probably about 100 pieces of mail like that from different people, and it really outweighed all of the like abuse by a million miles. And so, you know, whatever, the losers remain losers, you know, and that's that. But just to clarify, I am 100% not just gonna poof out of existence yet. I'm not gonna 100% just disappear. That would be unrealistic anyway. I've got this like month or so where I'm going to be in America and I'm going to be doing some stuff. Hence why I've gone beach body ready, lost a bit of weight, shaved my head, you know, getting ready to go back to the States, go back to my old stomping ground. I don't know if I'll have time to stream or even have the means to do it, but I'm going to be working on the match fixing stuff still. I got a ton of other bits and pieces to be working on. I'm still going to be putting out some articles while I'm out there. Writing's never a problem on the road. So I'm not 100% out yet. It's not over, and I would never stop streaming anyway. For example, me and Sam, we recorded an episode of I Hate It Here the other day, and we were going to do 2, but then I had to go get a bunch of paperwork ready because America getting in a post-COVID world to America is a bit difficult. So there's already an episode of I Hate It Here being edited. We're going to be doing that at least once a week. I'm still trying to twist his arm to bring back Trash Talk, but he says he doesn't want to, so I might have to get in another producer just for Trash Talk. But I'm still going to do content. It'll just be like non-esports related. It'll still be fun. So don't worry. It's all going to be fine.